How many of you are sitting at your desk right now feeling the weight of everyday life and dreaming of a way of earning extra income while doing something that you love or enjoy? What if I told you that you can start your side hustle now and keep your full-time job and make those dreams come true? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Damir and I'm here to help you be more productive, earn money online and live an overall better life. Today, we're diving into how to start a side hustle while balancing your full-time job. Whether you're looking to earn some extra income, eventually transition to self-employment, or just expand your creativity, these steps will set you on the right path. But first, let's talk why side hustles are important now more than ever. According to a recent study, more than 45% of working Americans report having a side hustle. That's almost half of workforce earning extra income by doing something else. But before I jump into these 5 steps that I'm going to share with you, let's touch upon one term, and it's called the gig economy. So what actually is gig economy? So gig economy is naturally composed of gigs. And what is gig now in this time? So let's find the proper definition of the gig. Gig work involves short-term contracts and freelance work, which can fall into many categories, including but not limited to asset sharing services, transportation, household tasks, and skilled professional services. Gig economy is actually not a new term, so it's been around from 1920s. Actually, in 1920s, the term gig was first coined by jazz musicians to describe their performances. Then, 20 years later, in 1940s, temp agencies emerged to provide temporary and contract work as alternatives to traditional employment. Now let's fast forward to late 90s and early 2000s. That's when technology-powered gig platforms such as Upwork, Uber, Airbnb, and TaskRabbit came to market, offering a wide range of opportunities for freelance and gig work. And then, when the global pandemic and the rapid shift to remote work hit, that led to increased flexibility in when, how, and when work gets done, with more organizations engaging independent talent and more workers seeking flexible work opportunities. And now we are actually in that time, like post-pandemic time, where we mostly are oriented towards more flexible hours, working from home, and trying to find something that suits our needs. But why is there such a need for side hustles? For many, it's about financial security. With rising living costs and economic uncertainties, having an additional source of income can make a significant difference. For others, it can be about personal fulfillment, chasing their passions, or just trying to do what they love. But one fact is obvious. Everybody, I mean not everybody, but a lot of people are trying to start some sort of side hustle. And speaking of reasons, let's dive in and see what actual reasons and what numbers say why people start side hustles. As we can see, the main reason is to earn extra money. Then it is followed by more flexibility in the schedules, then to be in control over the financial future, to be their own boss, to work from the location of their choosing, and final is to pursue work that they're passionate about or find meaningful. Now, speaking of reasons, let's jump into our first step of our 5-step system for starting a side hustle. And that's actually to find out why are you doing your side hustle. It's really important to know why do you want to do that you plan on doing. So you need to have a good motivational factor in it. The best way to describe that is to share my own story. So I never thought about side hustle until my wife lost her job, and it was when she was 6 months pregnant with our son. Naturally, financial situation was uncertain, to say. I had a certain skills. I enjoyed in those skills, and that's when I thought about starting my side hustle. As you can see from my situation, the reason for starting the side hustle was financial one. So to earn extra money, to be able to support my family and that little guy that was coming in 3 months. However, the true why, the true motivation behind that was not just to earn money. It was to support my family, to give to our newborn everything it needs, actually to our son everything he needs, and to just be able to provide. And now, a couple of years later, when my side hustle is not side anymore, it's the actual work that I do, the same motive remains. So the main motive is to be able to provide to my family and to try to give us the best life possible. Of course, the trigger was our financial situation, our financial insecurity. However, the main reason was my family. And that can be translated in your case as well. So if you're starting side hustle just to earn some money without any true motive, most probably you will set yourself up for failure. There needs to be true motive. For some of you, it can be your family. For some of you, it can be to be able to work and travel around the world. For some of you, it can be a brand new car. But when starting a side hustle, you need to have a good reason that's going to remind you when the difficult time comes, that's going to remind you to keep on working towards that goal, to keep on working towards that reason. So that's why the first step in our 5-step process is to define your why. Why are you starting this at the first place? Why are you sacrificing your free time, drinks with friends, or whatever you like to do, to sit at your home, at your desk, at your computer, or to do whatever you need to do, whatever your side hustle work requires you to do? So you need to have strong motive and strong reason to start that. Now let's jump to our next step. Second step is actually to assess if you have everything you need to succeed. Starting or side hustling requires a strong mindset, and also it requires solid people skills as well. More often you will be required to take a leap of faith and step out of your comfort zone. And here's a small checklist of characteristics that are crucial for success. First one is passion. Choosing something that you're passionate about is one step closer to success. If you're not passionate about what you're going to do, then you're not going to enjoy it. Then you're not going to be ready to sacrifice your free time, and you're not going to be ready to step out of your comfort zone for something that you're not passionate about. Second thing is drive. And that's when I mentioned that you need to have a strong motive. Your determination will keep you going even if things get tough. Next thing is self-confidence. You need to believe in your ability to succeed. Confidence will help you navigate doubt and will help you convince potential clients that you can do what you claim that you can do. Next thing is optimism. I don't have to say much about that, but you always need to be optimistic and hope for the best outcome. Next is integrity. Always be truthful to your clients, always be transparent, and don't make false promises. That's what I learned. And the last thing is patience. Nothing comes overnight. Be patient and stay focused on your ultimate goal, on your final goal, and things will work out. Now that we covered that, it's time to go on to our next step. But before that, if you like this video and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and hit that notification button. It means a lot to me. And the next thing naturally would be like when we finished what's our motive, what are our key characteristics for success. The next thing is choosing the right side hustle. Choosing the right side hustle can be a daunting process because Nowadays, there are many options available, and you can get lost easily on, should I do this or should I do this? Am I good at this or am I better at this? And I'm gonna give you a few guidelines on how to choose the right side hustle for you. And first thing is to question yourself, what are you good at? By that, I mean to identify your skills and strengths. So if you're good at, let's say, development, and if that's your strength, then that probably should be your side hustle. If you're good at cooking, then sell some cookies. So just identify what you're really good at and where you stand out from other people. So that's the first question you need to ask yourself. What am I good at? What are my strengths? What are my skills? And how can I stand out from other people? Okay, the next question is, what am I passionate about? So maybe I'm really good at programming, and that's what I do on my regular job, so I can start it as a side hustle, but I'm not really passionate about that stuff. So what am I really passionate about? Maybe this is just an example, but maybe I'm good at programming and I'm not passionate about that, but I'm also good at fitness, and that's my skill. I'm a really fit guy. I know nutrition, I know training. Maybe my side hustle would be as an online coach. That is the next crucial question that you should ask yourself. What are you passionate about? And the last question in this part is, how can I stand out from others? So how can you actually stand out and make yourself unique from others offering the same service? Is your approach a bit different? Is your quality better? Is your price lower and you offer the same quality as others? And that's on you to decide. And the best way to decide is to do a really detailed research of your potential competition, to see what do they do, what do they offer, and how can you stand out from them. Now that we know what we want to do, it's time to go on another step, and that is time management. Time management is really crucial, especially when you're balancing your side hustle with your full-time job. If you don't do this in a proper way, you end up exhausted, stressed out, under pressure, and eventually it can bring you to complete failure on your full-time job and on your side hustle side. It's really important to start this properly from the very beginnings. And here are some tips that can help you to be organized from the very beginning. Number one is always have a to-do list. Nowadays, I have a to-do list for everything. Not just my job, I have a to-do list for my personal things that I need to do in the day. So I'm just organized in that way. I don't need to think about what's waiting me tomorrow. I have a to-do list, I follow my tasks, and I finish everything that I need to finish in that day. That approach doesn't get me stressed out. I'm more efficient with my time. So for example, I need to finish some personal stuff in the morning. I approximately know how much time that's gonna take, and I have it on my to-do list, and I just finish it and move on. Next thing is set weekly and monthly milestones. What I mean by that is break up ultimate big goal into smaller, more attainable goals. That's gonna relieve you of stress, and you're gonna be more efficient in the things you do. Another thing is use your calendar. Google Calendar is a wonderful thing, and use your calendar, write down everything that you need to do in your calendar, scroll back to see what you did before, what are the upcoming meetings, if you have any personal events. Just use your calendar to the fullest and use every option that is there. Next thing is to eliminate distractions. So keep in mind, you're sacrificing your free time to achieve something, and that's basically, in essence, to earn extra money. And let's say every day you want to sacrifice 2 or 3 hours of your free time. With distractions, those 2 or 3 hours can easily grow to be 5 or 6. So always make sure that you're fully concentrated, that you don't have any outside distractions, that you work in a place that's fully organized for you to be more efficient. And the final thing is practice self-discipline. If you're not disciplined in the things that you do, if you're not disciplined in your time management, and if you're not disciplined with doing your daily tasks, then you're not going to do a good job. So always practice self-discipline in everything that you do, from your breakfast, getting up in the morning, and especially doing your work. And if you want the side hustle to grow and to be able to grow it and to earn up to 3K or even more in a couple of months of time, you need to be really self-disciplined. And this brings us to our final step, and that's always improve. Always try to get better at your side hustle. Always try to improve your skills. Continuously seek ways to improve. For instance, try to streamline your processes. Make your workflow as efficient as possible. Don't shy away from investing in tools. At the beginning, I was always trying to find some free tools or free alternatives for the things that now make my life way easier. I use tools for automation. I fully use all AI tools that I can get. I use tools for my productivity, and I invest in them. And that's very well invested money because it saves me time, it makes me more productive, and it makes me better in the work that I do. Another thing is always try to enhance your skill. Take online courses, read books, practice, try to improve, or even try to innovate. Try new stuff. Don't shy away from your childish curiosity. You'll be surprised what you can discover there. Think about the ways how you can serve your clients better and expand your services. As you get better, there's an opportunity to increase your rates and earn more money at the end. And also, as I did before, is to turn your side hustle in a full-time business. And this brings us to the end of this video. If you like the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification so you don't miss more content on productivity, entrepreneurship, and overall life quality. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.